Hey, you guys, Pignorance559 here. Quick episode today. I wanted to touch upon a subject. It's about Trump. I'm not going to call him president because he ain't my president. You're a president. I saw a video earlier today that did surface all social media platforms, right? And I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about once I start talking about it. President Trump seemed to, well, your president, Trump's orange diaper man, pedophile self. When I say pedophile, I mean this guy was evil. I mean he was murdering his victims, man. That's how evil he was. Everybody know that, but the system just keeps protecting him. The white supremacists, though, that is, our U.S. government that's full of white supremacy does protect him. But anywho, I'm going to say this. I'm really pissed off today. I'm heated. I'm really pissed off because I saw a video, man, and judging from the looks of it, it looks like there was a meeting that did involve the media. It looked like they were inside of a building. I think they were inside of the White House. I think they were inside of the Oval Office in Washington. And it just so happened that someone was there sitting right next to Trump. It was a female lady, Japanese lady. She's the prime minister of Japan. And one of the reporters had the nerve and audacity to ask, I don't know if you guys know how sneaky Trump is. I don't know if they paid this reporter I don't know if they paid him to ask this question, but he asks a question somewhere down the lines stating, hey, Trump, how come you never warned something about, hey, Trump, why didn't you warn Iran that you were coming, right? So when he asked that question, here comes Trump, being his evil, hateful, divisive self that he is. The things he says, he speaks without thinking, man. That evil pedophile dude. The question to him was, why didn't you warn Iran or warn someone about the Iranians that you were coming? And stupid, why would Trump make this comment? He said, well, we're not going to warn them, and we're going to come in heavy. And speaking of surprises, Japan, of all people, they know all about surprises, meaning, as in a disrespectful, degrading, and mockery of the people of Japan. Like, he was referring to Hiroshima when we dropped the nuke on Japan. And it's like, dude, man, when I saw her, dude, I saw her reaction. I looked at her face, her eyes. I saw nothing but anger and pain. I mean, her reaction alone, I could see her ancestors, bro. I can just see her ancestors, bro. As you can see her reaction. A lot of people, they like to show emotion with words and, okay, this person's happy. Okay, this person's angry. But what about when a human being, another soul, can say so much without even saying a word? Okay, body language, demeanor, energies, vibes. You can read her energies, man. And that comment alone that Trump made, I mean, so hateful, so divisive, so disrespectful, and nothing about that comment was diplomatic. His diplomacy is always lacking, bro. I'm telling you guys about this guy. And it just came to show, man, to showcase, just white America, dude. I mean, white folks in America that are like Trump. A white man like Trump showcases it. Just pay attention to him. It don't take much to understand who he is as a person and what he's like and what type of soul he has. He has a very dark soul. He's boasting and glamorizing the bombing and the nuking of the Japanese. It's just another prime perfect example of how white people like him think. The white man in America, white America will always be excited and infatuated with killing and burning. If history hasn't taught us anything about how the white man conducts himself, they love bombing, pillaging, and murdering and maiming, and things of that nature. And when he said that, it really pissed me off, dude. And you could just see the pain in her face and her eyes, man. And what ticks me off is that no one in the crowd inside of that Oval Office, as far as reporters are concerned, the media, that were literally right next to the guy that asked that question. If I was next to him, I would have checked him. I would have said, hey, what the hell is your problem? Or, who paid you to ask that question? Or, I didn't see no one in the news media check the guy, for setting up such a gaslighting 101 situation. And for Trump to make such a comment like that, I'm no longer a Christian. I'm a Muslim now. I'm all about Islam now. And this is something I'm going to take with me to the grave. I found love and peace with my new devout and found faith in Islam. All praise be to Allah, the Most High. And with that being said, do you guys remember George Bush? Yes, George Bush 2.0. The guy that likes to read books upside down. Yes, George Bush 2.0. The 9/11 guy. That George Bush 2.0. I remember when I'm not sure if he was somewhere in the Middle East or it was somewhere here on U.S. soil, but he was carrying he was like somewhere in the news press area, and he was answering questions. And one of the Muslims in the Muslim community, in the Islam community, when a Muslim takes off his shoe and chucks it at you, do you know what that means? Your shoe or your sandal touches the sole on your shoe touches the dirt on the floor. Whether it's your sandal or your shoe, it touches the floor, the dirt. And when your shoe touches the dirt, and someone and a Muslim takes it off and chucks it at you and hits you with it, it is the highest sign of disrespect. You're the low. It's expressing you're the lowest of the low. You're lower than dirt. Okay, and it's just that was literally the perfect moment to literally take off your shoe and just chuck it at Trump for making a stupid comment like this, man. To be disrespecting the Japanese culture, the people of Japan, the lady prime minister from Japan sitting right next to him, and to add insult to injury, to make such a statement, for him to act like he didn't notice her reaction, that, dude, the comment you just made broke her heart, broke her soul, and dude, you just literally broke, like, whatever. I'm surprised even Japan's even having meetings with this guy. I thought it was already a well-known fact. There's a lot of countries not, excuse my language, they're not effing with us no more. They don't want to do business with America because we're so oppressive. We're such a hateful country. We don't just love to see the killings and bombings and burning of Muslim folks and other countries being bombed and us annexing them of all their natural resources, their gold and silver, their oil. We like to see the suffering of our own people. The homeless here, the homeless epidemic. I mean, America's looking like a damn third world country. All thanks to fascism, all thanks to capitalism and whatnot. But what the hell do I know, right? But anywho, you guys, check out this video and just look at her face, look at her eyes, look at her reaction after Trump makes his comment. Oh my God. Check it out, folks.
Okay, why didn't you tell me about Pearl Harbor? Okay?
One question, why didn't you tell US allies in Europe and Asia like Japan about the war before attacking Iran? So we are very confused.
One thing, you don't want to signal too much. When we go in, we went in very hard, and we didn't tell anybody about it because we wanted surprise. Who knows better about surprise than Japan? Okay? Why didn't you tell me about Pearl Harbor? Okay? Right?
All right, y'all see that? My gosh, man. This guy, he got no business. He ain't got no business, man. He got no business being in office. Anywho, you guys, I'm going to go to bed. Y'all don't believe me that I'm still homeless? Here's my bed. Check it out. This is my bed. This is where I lay right here. It's my little pillow right here. And yeah, I do it. Turn this bad boy off right here. Just twist the bulb. And off to bed I go. You guys have a good night. And remember, I know this life is hard. It's a struggle. We all facing some type of struggle. But just try to remember, never give up and keep pushing forward, okay? I love you guys. This is Pignerance559. And as always, you guys know the slogan. Brown pride, black power, and all praise be to Allah, the Most High. Alhamdulillah. I love y'all.